Akashwani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Home Minister Amit Shah says extradition of 2611 terror attack mastermind Tahawwur Rana from United States is a great success of Modi government's diplomacy. Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw says new Aadhaar law to be harmonised with Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. India and UK reaffirm commitment to continue collaboration in financial services sector, FinTech and digital economy. US President Donald Trump announces 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs for all except China, raises tariff rate for Beijing to 125% with immediate effects. Mahavir Jayanti being observed across the country today with traditional devotion. President and Vice President greet people on the auspicious occasion. India opened its medal tally at Archery World Cup 2025 Stage 1 with a bronze in men's compounds team event. And in IPL T20 cricket, Gujarat Titans beat Rajasthan Royals by 58 runs in Ahmedabad. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the extradition of 2008 Mumbai terror attack accused Tahawwur Rana from the United States is a great success of the Modi government's diplomacy. He said it is the responsibility of the government to bring back all those who have misbehaved with the people of India. Speaking on a private TV channel, Mr. Shah said it is a great achievement for the country that Tahawwur Rana will face a trial in Indian court.
मोदी सरकार का प्रयास है कि जिन लोगों ने भी भारत की जमीन, भारत का सम्मान और भारत के नागरिकों के साथ दुर्व्यवहार भी किया है, वो हमारे कानून के जद में लाना चाहिए। और मैं मानता हूँ राणा की यहाँ वापिस आना ये मोदी सरकार की कूटनीति का बहुत बड़ी सफलता है।
Mr. Shah's comments came amid reports that Rana is expected to be brought to India in a special flight today. Rana's application against his extradition has been denied by the US Supreme Court. Electronics and Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has said that the new Aadhaar law will be harmonised with the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023, keeping user interest at the centre. He said that there were several gaps in the legal structure when the Aadhaar Act was enacted, but today those gaps have been filled up.
एक तरीके से हमारे पास देश में absolutely modern legal framework अब आ गया है. Now we need to see how the Aadhaar law can be harmonized vis-a-vis the DPDP Act. When the Aadhaar Act was enacted, that time there were many gaps in the legal structure. आज वो गैप्स फिलअप हो चुके हैं. हमें आधार एक्ट का एक मॉडर्न वर्जन क्या लाना चाहिए का ऑब्जेक्टिव हमें रखना चाहिए to keep the user at the center of our entire legislation.
Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has assured various journalist associations across the state that the Special Public Security Act proposed by the state government is crucial for internal security. He was speaking with representatives of various journalist associations in Mumbai yesterday to address their concerns regarding the proposed legislation. Mr. Fadnavis said this law will not trouble journalists or any common citizen, nor will it infringe upon their freedom of expression. He clarified that this law is not intended to target individuals, but rather organizations involved in anti-national activities. Our correspondent has filed this report.
CM Fadnavis assured that constructive suggestions from journalist association regarding the law will be considered and necessary amendments will be made to ensure clarity, transparency and precision in its provisions. CM Fadnavis emphasized that no action will be taken against any organization without a hearing before a 3-judge advisory committee. If an organization engages in illegal activities that pose a threat to national security, only then upon proof by the police before the committee can action be initiated. Therefore, no government can misuse this law for its own interests. Bhavna, Akashwani News, Mumbai.
India is set to procure 26 Rafale marine fighter aircrafts from France. The deal will be formalized in the coming weeks. According to defense sources, out of 26 Rafale marine aircrafts, 22 will be single-seater and 4 double-seater, and these will be designed and prepared as per the requirement of the Indian Navy. India and the United Kingdom have reaffirmed their commitment to continue collaboration in the financial services sector, FinTech and Digital economy. Both the nations held the 13th Economic and Financial Dialogue in London yesterday. The Indian delegation, led by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, held high-level discussions with the UK delegation, led by the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves. On enhancing economic growth, both sides stressed furthering the bilateral relations between the two nations, including continuing negotiations towards a mutually beneficial free trade agreement and bilateral investment treaty. India and Russia have agreed on 6 new strategic projects to boost bilateral investment cooperation. The decision was taken during the 8th session of the India-Russia Working Group on Priority Investment Projects held in New Delhi. The session aimed at strengthening economic ties between India and Russia by identifying and advancing collaborative projects in sectors of mutual interest. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. President Draupadi Murmu, on a state visit to Slovakia, held one-on-one meeting and delegation-level talks with her Slovakian counterpart, Peter Pellegrini, in Bratislava yesterday. The two leaders discussed various aspects of bilateral relations and issues of shared global and regional interests. Our correspondent covering the President's visit has filed this report.
President of India Draupadi Murmu and President of Slovakia Peter Pellegrini also witnessed the exchange of 2 MOUs, one on cooperation in the field of MSMEs between India's National Small Industries Corporation Limited and the Slovak Business Agency, and another on cooperation between the Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Service and the Slovak Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs. President invited Slovakia to take part actively in the upcoming WAVE Summit being hosted by India in Mumbai from 1st to 4th of May. President Murmu also met Prime Minister of the Slovak Republic, Robert Fico. Today, President will visit Jaguar Land Rover factories, Slovakia India Business Forum and University in Nitra. Pooja Pivardhan, Akashwani News, Bratislava.
In a major development, United States President Donald Trump has announced a 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs for all but China. In a social media post, he said that 90-day breather will apply to reciprocal and 10% tariffs. The US President said he was authorizing a 90-day pause as part of his tariff plan, but was also raising the tariff rate for China to 125% effective immediately. Mr. Trump said, based on the lack of respect that China has shown to world's markets, he was raising the tariff charged to China by the United States.
I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate, because I told them if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate. So we'll see how it all works out. I think it's going to work out amazing. I think that our country is going to be at the end of a year or shorter, but I think we're going to have something that nobody would have dreamt possible. They're all calling, how do we do this? They all want to make a deal. Somebody had to do what we did.
Meanwhile, US stocks saw their biggest rally in years after President Trump announced a pause on certain reciprocal tariffs. The move helped calm investor fears that had shaken markets over the past week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 7.87%, its biggest one-day gain since March 2020. The S&P 500 rose 9.52%, its best performance since 2008. The Nasdaq Composite soared 12.16%, marking its second best day ever, and the biggest gain since January 2001. Japan's Nikkei 225 today jumped 8.48%, while Australia's S&P ASX 200 rose 4.70%. World Homeopathy Day is being observed today across the globe. Homeopathy is the world's second largest medical system. It offers a holistic approach to healthcare, attracting millions of people worldwide for its natural, non-invasive methods. According to the Ayush Ministry, over 100 million people trust homeopathy for their health needs in the country. Currently, there are 345,000 registered homeopathic doctors, 277 hospitals, over 8,000 dispensaries, and 277 educational institutions in the country. Mahavir Jayanti, the birth anniversary of 24th and last Jain Tirthankar Lord Mahavir, is being observed across the country today. It is one of the most sacred days for the Jain community. The followers of Lord Mahavir celebrate this festival by chanting prayers, offering prasad, and participating in chariot processions. In Maharashtra, one of the key highlights of the festival is the Rath Yatra, where Lord Mahavir's idol is placed on a decorated chariot and taken out in a grand procession. In Bihar, people from the Jain community are observing Mahavir Jayanti at several places in Nalanda, Vaishali and Jamui district. Shobha Yatra rituals of Mastaki Bhej and devotional programs are being organized at Kundalpur in Vaishali district, which is the birthplace of Lord Mahavir. President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar have extended their greetings to the citizens, especially to the Jain community on the occasion. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the Jain community has been living the principles of simplicity, restraint and sustainability for centuries. He said this while addressing a function on the occasion of Navkar Mahamantra Divas in New Delhi yesterday. India had a successful day in sports yesterday, claiming medals across shooting and archery. While athletes made their mark on the global stage in tennis and badminton, the IPL continued to thrill cricket fans with high-octane action. We have a report.
India opened its medal tally at the Archery World Cup 2025 Stage 1 with a bronze in the men's compound team event. The team of Abhishek Verma, Rishabh Yadav and Ojas Devtale defeated Denmark 230-23 in the bronze medal match in Auburndale, USA. In shooting, India's Arya Borse and Rudraksh Patil clinched the silver medal in the mixed 10-meter air rifle event at the ISSF World Cup 2025 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. In IPL T20 cricket, Gujarat Titans defeated Rajasthan Royals by 58 runs at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. For Gujarat, Sai Sudarshan was the top scorer with 82 runs, earning him the player of the match accolade. Today, Royal Challengers Bengaluru will face Delhi Capitals at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru at 7:30 p.m. IST. In badminton, Indian shuttlers PV Sindhu, Priyanshu Rajawat and Kiran George sailed into the singles pre-quarterfinals of the Badminton Asia Championships in Ningbo, China. They will play their pre-quarterfinals fixture this morning. And in tennis, Rohan Bopanna and Ben Shelton reached the quarterfinals of men's doubles event at the Monte Carlo Masters in their first round together. Manik Sharma, News Desk, Delhi.
The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has forecast heavy rainfall at isolated places over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya and Sikkim today. Similar conditions are expected over Bihar, Sub-Himalayan, West Bengal and Sikkim, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. According to Met Department, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Himachal Pradesh and Punjab are expected to witness thunderstorm accompanied with lightning. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Anita Anand.
Thank you, Sunil. End game for Tahawwur. Headlines the Tribune writing about US extradition of Mumbai attack. He accused Tahawwur Rana after years of legal battle. RBI cuts repo rate by 25 basis points. Home loans to get cheaper, headlines the Pioneer. Days after Bangladesh Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus called India's northeast landlocked, New Delhi snaps transshipment facility for Bangladesh's export cargo, a move that can disrupt Dhaka's trade with Nepal and Bhutan, writes the Indian Express. Facing a global market meltdown and strong retaliation from China, President Trump abruptly banked down on his tariffs on most nations for 90 days, but it raised it to 125% on China, writes Hindustan Times. And finally, workers in rural Japan have built the world's first 3D printed train station in just 6 hours, reports the Times of India. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Anita. Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Home Minister Amit Shah says extradition of 26/11 terror attack mastermind Tahawwur Rana from United States is a great success of Modi government's diplomacy. Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw says new Aadhaar law to be harmonized with Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. India and UK reaffirm commitment to continue collaboration in financial services sector, FinTech and digital economy. US President Donald Trump announces 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs for all except China, raises tariff rate for Beijing to 125% with immediate effects. Mahavir Jayanti being observed across the country today with traditional devotion. President and Vice President greet people on the auspicious occasion. India opened its medal tally at Archery World Cup 2025 Stage 1 with the bronze in men's compound team event. And in IPL T20 cricket, Gujarat Titans beat Rajasthan Royals by 58 runs in Ahmedabad. And with that, we end